What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. TammyTalks here. All right, y'all. So we are back for episode 3 of the Ultimatum. This is season 2. So there was some, I guess there was some confusion as to what people thought was season 2 and season 3. So the Ultimatum Queer Love is apparently its own series. So this is indeed season 2. That's what I gathered from it. Y'all. As always, thank you for to everybody that did subscribe, that did watch the video. People have been telling me the notifications have not been going out for these recaps. YouTube is going YouTube, y'all. I don't know what to tell y'all about that. Hopefully this notification does go out. But if you have not already, y'all, please go ahead, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. The goal right now is to get to 17,500 subscribers. So hopefully we can get there. We can get a couple subscribers from this Ultimatum series. All right, y'all. So let's start off. So first things first. The domestic violence that happened. Was it the first episode? The second episode? First episode. So I've been trying to wait while watching to see how the production was going to handle that. Y'all know I said off rip that Lisa should have been sent home. They should have been pulled from the experience. So then we get this shocking, like, random, a little too convenient revelation that, oh, Lisa just happened to wake up and she just happened to have a pregnancy test and now she's pregnant, even though she has been sucking down shots the night before, drunk, in which she mushed her partner while calling Raya every type of B that she could, while also calling that girl a roach. I think they were removed from the process. I don't trust that she's pregnant. I don't. But we start off with the scene with Brian and Lisa. So she's telling him, he comes up to her room, because y'all know by now everybody is staying separately. She tells him that she is pregnant. She says she was happy and excited, but nervous about his reaction. Now, I'm not saying that he wasn't happy, but you can definitely see him being like, God damn. Right? I think that Brandon agreed to come to this as a way out. I think as a way out of that relationship. Brandon has stuttered over why he does not want to get married to her. Brandon has said that he does want to get married, just not right now. Like, it's a lot of moving parts to this. And at the end of the day, I hope that Brandon gets out of this relationship, to be real. I also hope that Lisa understands and knows that having a baby is not going to force this man to marry you. So he said that he's happy. Where's the pregnancy test? If I was Brandon, I would have asked for a pregnancy test. I would have asked for a pregnancy test. Dead ass. I feel like I would think that she would have been like, look, here's the test. No sign of a pregnancy test. I don't think she's pregnant. I'm going to just say that. I could be wrong. I'm open to being wrong, but I do not think this lady is pregnant. Because it goes from her doing all this hooping and hollering, wanting to leave the show, both at 1 a.m. that morning. Then she clearly drinks all day. Then she showed out at the party, and she wanted to leave the process during the party. And now, oh, I'm pregnant, so now we have to leave. He said that in his confessional, it does not change how he feels about marriage. It just complicates things even more. It does. It does. Godspeed to them. So back over at The Choice, where everybody's getting ready to pick who they want to get partnered up with, when Nick Lachey announces that, you can see like hurt go over Raya. I think Raya was going to pick Brian, because that's who Raya has had, some of the best conversations with. Now, I've said that I think her and James are cute on a friendship type level. I think emotionally, her and James would connect. I don't think that the physical is there. And I think it's because James don't have no facial hair. I'm a very huge proponent that a man over 18 years old needs to have facial hair. James grow him a little goatee, little situation. He might be, he might get there. But I think that you can just tell that Raya kind of looked a little like, damn, about it. All right, so Trey picks Ryan. The funniest part about this scene to me is always how they're like, yes, I'm gonna pick Ryan because she wants the same things as me, and we have this emotional connection. We grew up together, like, we grew up in the same type of environment. I grew up in a 2-parent household. My parents were still married. She grew up like that. Raya grew up completely different. She grew up with a single mother. My best friend grew up with a single mother. Do I think that that makes us coming from two complete different, ways of growing up? No. Like, there's a difference. Yes, I grew up with a father in the household. My parents are still married, 45 years next week, right? But I don't think I don't think that means that my childhood was vastly, vastly different than somebody that grew up with a single parent. My best friend growing up, she grew up with both her parents. Her parents are not, like, it wasn't like an ideal situation. Her parents are now divorced. So, like, tragically divorced. So, like, I guess. But Raya then picks James, and I think for them, they are connecting on the fact that they grew up with single mothers. I think they just have a more emotional connection. So it seems like, even though I really like Trey, I think Trey's a really good guy. Trey seems to really talk at Raya and not with her. Trey has what he thinks is his outline on what his life should be. So he wants this, 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 this. And that's how he wants it to be. And because he's dealing with his own timeline and how he wants things to be, he's expecting Raya to, like, just get there and fall in line. Whereas with James, they're both kind of moving at the same level. Raya is 25, James is 23. My only hesitancy with that is that James and Ryan as well, they've never dated anybody else. They've never dated anybody else. So, because those two simply just switched, Kat and Antonio partner up, and then Roxanne and Alex, which honestly and truly makes the most sense. Honestly and truly, especially with Kat and Antonio, Roxanne and Alex, that's how y'all should leave. But this was wife swap. What I did find interesting is when Kat was saying how Antonio has, they've been having these great conversations and he talks so much. And Roxanne was like, you barely talk to me. On our first date, you said 4 words. I said, girl, why did you continue to date him then? You know what I mean? But then the guys were all like, yeah, he's very extroverted around us. Antonio tells Roxanne that, like, I'm so scared of losing you that I just don't say anything. Y'all, I feel like people just be in relationships just to say that they are in relationships. That's what it comes down to. I have never been a person that gets in a relationship just to say I got a boyfriend. I have never been that type. I'll date, I'll see what's what with it. If I'm not, but I've never, like, I just want to say that I have a boyfriend. I just want, what I'm saying? Like, that's never been me. So, and this seems like that's what these people have been doing, and they're stuck in that for, like, years at this point. I also think dating for 2 years and, like, putting an ultimatum, that seems very, I don't know. I still feel that if I have to ask you or beg you or force you to propose, I don't want to marry you. That's just me. So let's start the dates, y'all. So we get to these apartments. It's always shocking when they're like, this is nice. Y'all don't seen the show before. They're not going to put y'all, in the hood nowhere. Stop it. So Roxanne and Alex. So as soon as they walk in, Roxanne is like, this is a great place to work. She's going to get on my nerves. I'm going to tell y'all that now. She is going to get on my nerves. First, for the line about her age, you are not 31. Like I said before, she's not a day under 52. The lady is not 31 years old. The lady is not 31 years old, y'all. Otherwise, what is going on in your life? You are working yourself to oblivion at this point. But she's picking out where they can work in the apartment. We can have meetings here, and it's like, girl, that can't be your identity. So they're going over their night routine. He typically showers with his spouse. He likes to sleep without a shirt on, and it's just whatever. The way that they stare at each other is very intense. They clearly have sexual tension. They gonna pop it for pee before this season is over. I can guarantee that. So Kat and Antonio. So Antonio is scared and nervous that Alex is exceeding him in all the areas that he is the most insecure about. Alex has a good job. Alex is ambitious. Alex is very confident, very sure of himself. Honestly and truly, I think Alex looks better. But like Kat tells him, it's all in your head. I find it interesting how Roxanne said that Antonio don't really talk, but when he's with Kat, she can't get a word in. She can't get a word in. I'll say that. So we get to Ryan and Trey. So they talk about how they knew that they were going to pick each other. It was always going to be them. It was always going to be you. It was always going to be you. I like them together. My hesitancy again is that Ryan only likes Trey because she's never dated anybody else, and this is somebody that is coming in showing attention to her. That is my big red flag between Ryan and James. It just is. So they established that they're both not nervous about anything. They seem very comfortable. Ryan's accent is so thick. I love a southern accent. I do. A southern accent and a New York accent. Like a heavy New York accent. Absolutely love those. So they established, they're down for anything. They're ready for anything. They're ready to see this process through. Trey was looking at Ryan like he could take her down any minute now. Trey is tired. Trey is tired. Like, Trey has big eyes, right? Y'all see how red his eyes be? Y'all are working that man. Trey's eyes be out here like this. That man is tired. Cut the filming so he can go to sleep. My God. Back over with Raya and James. Stressed, okay? Raya is very relaxed. She's calm. I think she's very okay with the process. James seems nervous, right? I think for James, it was cool just talking to Raya, hanging out. But now that they are in this apartment, living together, he's stressed. He's stressed. It's like shit just got real for him. So I get friendship vibes from them right now, and I think it's the awkwardness, the nervousness. So she's like letting him know it's okay. I got you. These next, 3 weeks are going to be amazing. She just seems like a very calm, unsure person. Like, you can tell that she has insecurities. And I don't know if I don't remember if I mentioned it or not. We find out that the reason that she's like okay with not having kids is because she was pregnant and didn't hear a heartbeat. So she ended up having either I guess it's a miscarriage. So she ended up having a miscarriage. So because of that, it's almost like she's scared to get pregnant again because she doesn't want to go through that again. So I wonder if Trey knows that. I don't know if that was with him or if that was with somebody else. But I wonder if he knows that, because if he knows that, that's something that they can work through. That could be something that she needs to go to counseling for. That's traumatic, right? So Antonio is sleeping on this air mattress out of respect for Roxanne. Roxanne got her ass in the bed, so you should have too. So then we get to Roxanne and Alex. So they're talking about why Roxanne is with Antonio. What do you see in him? Because I'm with Alex. You keep saying that you want somebody with ambition and like a great work ethic, which is what you're basically saying that Antonio does not have. So why do y'all keep breaking up and getting back together and breaking up and getting back together? She said that she doesn't know why she keeps going to him. I do. It's comfortability. He's there. You just want to be able to say you have a boyfriend. That's really all it is. Because there's no way that there is somebody that you deem does not have the same ambition as you, does not have the same values as you, that you, for all intents and purposes, feel is lesser than you. Why would you be dating that person? Unless you just want to be able to hang stuff like that over his head, which is even more shitty. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like Roxanne, y'all. So then she said that, he likes to spend all day playing video games. And it's like, you don't have to shit on him to Alex. I don't like Roxanne, y'all. So, but then she says that he is her best friend. I guess they met at McDonald's. Now, I'm going to say this, and it's no shade to anybody that works at McDonald's. Absolutely not. A job is a job. Whatever you get to help support you, to help support your family, to put money in your pocket, that is a job. It's the same way that, I said in one of the other videos that what people consider good jobs is subjective, right? However, if you're somebody that works in IT and owns your own company and you come from a family of entrepreneurs, and I'm sure she's making well over six figures a year, why would you even look the way or get involved with somebody that worked at McDonald's if not so you can feel like you have a one up on them or to exert some type of power or dominance over them? You know what I mean? With my salary, what I make right now, I would not talk to somebody that works at McDonald's. And it's not because I think I'm better than them, but I am a huge proponent of people dating within their financial bracket. A huge proponent of that, because then it takes out a piece of the finance argument. Not the whole finance argument, because people have different spending habits, but when it comes to salary wise, if I make this amount, I need to date people that make around this amount. Could be a little less, could be a little more, but that's who I am going after. You never date that low below you. You just don't. So he asks her, where does she see herself in 20 years? Alex asking Roxanne. She said, she has two kids. The kids are, gone to college, and she's traveling the world with her husband. And he was like, oh, a husband? You have a husband? And she's like, yes. So how did it go from you? How did it go from you not believing in marriage, even though your parents are married and your grandparents are married? How does it go from you not believing in marriage to literally a week later, you can see yourself being married to Alex? Stop lying on this show, y'all. It's not that y'all don't believe in marriage. It's not that y'all are nervous about marriage. It's not that y'all are not financially ready to get married. It's that y'all don't want to marry the person you're with. Let's call a spade a spade. Nobody is giving a very clear, concrete reason as to why they don't want to be married. It's all coming down to y'all don't want to be married to the person that you've been with for X amount of years, because y'all know damn well y'all shouldn't have been with that person all these years. That's really what it is. Then they start talking about anal. Girl, bye. Go to bed, y'all. Both of you. Both of you go to sleep. So finally we get Raya and James. So they're getting ready for bed. She got into the bed. I don't like how everybody's apartment is so different either. Get them uniform apartments. Get them cookie cutter apartments. But she's in bed, and James is dressed in a full Nike tech suit. I said, oh, is he gonna sleep like that? But he wants to go out for a run. And she's like, it's cool, I'll be here. But then she's like, this is weird. And I don't think she means the coupling between the two of them. I think she just means the fact that, he seemed like he was into her, and then now he's kind of not. So he goes outside to call his friend, and he's just venting about how hard it is to see Ryan connecting with other people, how hard it is to hear that, kind of the things that they have struggled with together that she's able to do easily or with ease or, very fluidly with somebody else. And then he comes upstairs and he's like crying in his confessional because he has like a little breakdown because it just got real for him. Just got real and it's hard and he misses her. It's been what, about a week or so. My thing, and I'm gonna say this, what I still don't understand about this show. Y'all want to come on here, right? Y'all want to come on here. Granted, you were issued the ultimatum, but you agreed to come onto this show where y'all are going to date and live with other people. So I don't get how you're like, I didn't think it would be this hard. What part of it did you think would be easy? I like you, James, but come on, babe. We gotta make sense about sense. Make it make sense. All right. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode. Hop into the comment section. Subscribe to the channel. Thumbs up the video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.